Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How is everybody doing today? Happy April. It's April when you guys are watching this video. I am so excited because today I'm going to be sharing with you my current beauty favorites. So products that I have been loving for the month of February and March. I have a little bit of everything. I have some makeup and then a little bit of skincare and kind of random stuff that I've been loving and incorporating in my beauty routine. So I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you grab a snack. Also, subscribe to my channel if you have not already. We are almost at 900,000 subscribers, which is like mind-boggling to me. Thank you guys so much for all your support. It's crazy, honestly. Anyways, I'm not gonna do a whole speech. You guys know I love you. I appreciate you. So get cozy and let's talk current favorites. First product I have is a primer. So I have the Milani Supercharged Dewy Primer. I am so obsessed with this, you guys. This has been like my go-to primer. And I have a lot of favorites, but this is definitely added to my favorites collection for sure. So this is not only super dewy, fresh, and hydrating on the skin, but it also makes your makeup last all day. And it works with so many different foundations, at least the ones that I've tried. I've never have any issues with it. It's beautiful on the skin. It's very citrusy, and it's just kind of like one of those feel-good products when you apply it. And it's also a really good Smashbox primerizer dupe. I am like die-hard for the primerizer, but this is honestly spot on. The consistency in the formula is almost identical to the one from Smashbox, and I get such a similar effect with this one. If anything, this one's even honestly a little bit more dewy. It doesn't have glitter. It's not shimmery. It's not like a liquid highlighter. It's just dewy, fresh, glowy, and it's so pretty under any foundation. So this has been my go-to. Speaking of foundation, I wanted to shout out one of my current favorites. So this is the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation. So I have mine in the shade 115 Light Medium. It's what I'm wearing today, and I love this foundation. It is so long wearing. It feels like skin. It has great coverage, and it lasts really well with a mask as well. That's why I wanted to mention it, because obviously, you know, that is what life has come to now, wearing a mask all the time. So if you are wearing your makeup, I definitely recommend this foundation. Honestly, I recommend this over the KVD Good Apple foundation. I was actually looking before filming this video. They're both the same price. They're almost $40 foundations, which is expensive, but I feel like if you're gonna splurge on a foundation, I would go with the Dose of Colors one. The coverage is medium to buildable. It feels super lightweight, and I feel like you could use more of this versus the KVD one. Let me actually grab, I have the KVD one right here. So the KVD Good Apple foundation, I tested this out. I've been using it, and honestly, the more that I use it, it is nice on the skin, but I can't say that it's a holy grail absolute favorite foundation. If you're gonna splurge, and if I were to repurchase another foundation, I would go with the Dose of Colors one. I feel like it looks so much more like skin, but it has great coverage. It's very long wearing, especially with the mask. I don't feel like the KVD one is extremely long wearing on all areas of the face, whereas this one I do. It never fades around my nose or around my mouth, which are the big problem areas for me. So I love this foundation. Again, if you want to splurge, I think this is worth it. This one, it's not a horrible foundation, but I don't feel like it's like 1000% worth the hype. And for me, the Dose of Colors foundation, I would say is more of a kind of natural finish. It really depends on how you prep your skin beforehand. So for me, it tends to look a little bit more dewy because of the Milani Dewy Primer that I use underneath. And one last thing I wanted to mention about the KVD foundation, it is very pretty when you use less. I find that with less product, it performs better, it looks better, it lasts better, and it overall feels better on the skin. But I feel like you can get that effect with this foundation with so many other foundations, more affordable ones, even more high-end ones. For me, like I mentioned, the Dose of Colors is that for me, and I think this one is definitely worth the splurge over the KVD one if I had to choose one. I have another Milani product here. This is the Supercharged Brightening Under Eye Tint. I have mine in the shade 120 Peach. I've been loving their under eye correctors because they're so natural. This one in particular, it brightens your under eyes in the most natural, subtle way. It's super pretty, very creamy, and really hydrating. I feel like I don't need to use as much concealer whenever I'm using this product because it kind of does a little bit of concealing and brightening beforehand. So then when you go in with concealer, you can just use a little bit, and then it really just gives you the prettiest, most fresh look under your eyes. And I am obsessed with this. It's hydrating. It blends into the skin like a normal concealer, but it's so creamy, and you don't need a lot of it either to get the full effect of the product. So this entire line from Milani, I'm loving the Supercharged line. It's beautiful, and it's very like citrusy and summery, and it's like perfect for this time of year. So definitely recommend. I also wanted to mention some cream blushes. I have the ColourPop Cheek Dew Serum Blushes. So the reason I like these is because they are so dewy and natural. They're not going to give you a ton of pigment on the cheeks, but I like that look because it just gives you the prettiest light wash of color, but it's still very healthy and fresh. I think perfect for those natural no makeup days, or if you just want something really simple, or if you're just starting to get into cream blushes and you don't want anything too aggressive, because sometimes cream blushes blushes can be really intimidating because a lot of them look super bright or they're like too pigmented. So this one is perfect, I think, for just my natural guys and gals out there who just want a little flush. It is a dewy formula though, so it is gonna be dewy on your cheeks. But I think if you have dry skin or normal skin or even combo skin, you will really enjoy these because they are just so fresh and pretty. I actually have this one on today in the color Hotline. It's like more of a pinky. And then I really love the color Hot Fuss on those really natural makeup days because it's just the prettiest wash of color. Let me show you. So it looks a little bit intimidating when you first like swatch it, but I'm telling you guys, once you start blending it in with a brush, it is extremely wearable. The formula is great. Let me just show you really quick. So once you start kind of blending it in, the color is definitely still there, but it's a little bit more wearable and less intimidating. Now I used a lot. You don't need to use this much when applying the product. A little bit does go a long way, but you can see it just blends really nicely and it just gives you the perfect wash of color. And I love all the different colors that they have. They're not just limited to like 2 or 3 shades. They have quite a few, so definitely check them out. I actually want to purchase more because I have a lot of like the neutral kind of pinky tones, but I want to try their like orangey peachy tones because these are beautiful. And it's crazy because I never really used to love these kinds of blushes, but lately I am into all different kinds of blushes, like brights, pinks, mauve tones, like not just orangey peachy tones. Like I love them all, and this formula is fabulous. Oh, also let me show you the color Hotline really quick, which is the color that I have on my cheeks today. This is the prettiest everyday pink. Like look at that shade. It is everything. And these also don't have any like shimmer or anything to them. They're just like dewy on the skin. And a lot of people always ask, what's the point of cream blush? Like I don't really see it because you have to go over with powders. Anyway, for me personally, I find that cream products always make my powders last much longer. So that's why I personally like to do it. And I love the look that it gives to the skin. It just feels like it adds a little extra something that I love. Speaking of the cheeks, I wanted to shout out the BH Cosmetics Snatched Face Palette. So this is from their BFF collection that they came out with Alondra and Elsie. I really hope this is still available. I love BH Cosmetics palettes. What's really great about them is that even because I believe this is like a limited edition collection, but if you guys can get your hands on this specific palette, they have so many other face palettes where, let me tell you, the formula is the same throughout all of their palettes. It's always consistent. It's always buttery and pigmented and beautiful on the skin and super easy to work with. So I love this palette. Again, they have so many other palettes that I've tried that have like the same formula and I love it. But I like the colors that they chose in here. The highlighter is beautiful. I'm wearing it today, also in the inner corners. The blush is beautiful. I topped that over the ColourPop Cheek Dew blush, and then I love these bronzers as well. This palette actually shows up a lot more pigmented on the face versus when you actually have it on swatches or in the pan. So be very mindful. A little bit goes a long way. It's extremely pigmented, but it's a really easy product to work with. The formula is very buttery, and this honestly reminds me of something high-end. So definitely check out BH Cosmetics. They have such great products at such a great price, and the quality is chef's kiss. Let's talk about mascaras, which is kind of really a big deal for me because I have like the tiniest lashes ever, but these are actually really good. So first I have the CoverGirl Lash Blast Clean Mascara. So I really like this because it's actually super voluminous. I love the original OG Lash Blast from CoverGirl. The one in the orange tube is great, but they actually made the clean version, which is just like all vegan. So I love this mascara. This is like a cult favorite. I've loved this for years. Like I said, back when it was like in the orange tube, which I think they still have that one, but they just made the clean version. But I love this. I like forgot how good it is. The wand is great. It's just perfect for really adding extra volume to your lashes. But I also really love this mascara whenever I have super natural false lashes on and I want to add a little extra volume. This mascara is perfect for that because it's not clumpy, but it's really dark and thickening, and I love it. So this one's really good. And then I also love the Lift and Define 5D Lash Extra Dimension Mascara from Makeup Revolution. This is so lengthening and separating, like especially separating. It is amazing. So I feel like this combo is really nice because this lengthens, separates your lashes, it doesn't flake, and then if you want extra volume and thickness, you can go with the CoverGirl one over top. And both of these are affordable, so you can splurge and not feel guilty about it. So this is what the wand looks like. It kind of has little fibers on the mascara wand. So that's what's really gonna do a good job at really separating your lashes and just giving you that really pretty look. I'm wearing it on my lower lashes and I love it. And this actually shows up on my top lashes, which is a huge deal, like I said, because mine are so tiny. So this combo right here is everything, or even the mascaras on their own. I love them. I think that's all the makeup. Oh no, just kidding. We have a lip product. So this has been my favorite liquid lipstick. It is the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in Super Natural. And it is just that. It is a super natural color. My hands are all stained from like swatches. So let me swatch this right here to show you. I'm wearing it today also with a lip liner. I'll leave my exact lip combo info down below, but look at that color. Like, that is everything. It is the best formula, you guys. It is not drying, it doesn't crumble, it feels like nothing on the lips, and it wears really well with a mask. That's why I wanted to mention it. Today I'm wearing a gloss over top. I have on the NYX This Is Milky gloss in the shade Cookies and Milk. Let's add a little bit more. I just tested this out and I love it. But normally if I know I'm gonna be wearing a mask or like, you know, I'm gonna be out for the day, I don't really wear a gloss because then it just gets all over the mask and it's just a hot mess, to be honest. So if I'm wearing a full face of makeup and I have to be out with a mask, I'm always wearing this liquid lipstick. This is what I've been pretty much wearing nonstop. I still love my Oma Beauty lipstick in Eartha. This is one of my all-time favorites, but if I ever want a liquid lipstick formula and something that's gonna last me a little bit longer, I go with Dose of Colors because the formula is probably, I think, one of the best high-end formulas that I've tried of liquid lipsticks. I also really love Smashbox liquid lipsticks as well, but these I believe are a little bit cheaper than those. Don't quote me, but this formula is immaculate. I love it. I also wanted to mention my Equal Tools sponge. So what's really cool about this is that this is actually a biodegradable sponge, and it's great because you can actually plan it, which is so cool. They say to replace this every 30 days. I honestly don't replace my sponges every 30 days, but whenever the time does come with you replacing your sponges, you can plant this one from Equal Tools, and I think that's like the coolest thing ever. But aside from that, the sponge is actually amazing. So again, it's very squishy, very bouncy. I actually don't have this damp because I used my e.l.f. one today, but this does get pretty big under the sink, and I love the angle and the shape that it has. It just makes it perfect for blending out different products on your face, under your eyes, cleaning up your contour. It's a great sponge. It's really bouncy, and let me tell you, there's so many amazing affordable sponges. So yeah, if you're still using a beauty blender or spending more than $10 on a beauty sponge, please stop. There's so many good ones at the drugstore and so many amazing beauty blender dupes. Now I wanted to mention this little brush dupe that I have. I have a couple other brushes that I want to talk about, but they're not officially launched yet, so you guys will hear about them soon in upcoming makeup tutorials. They're not my brushes, it's not like a collab or anything, but the brushes haven't launched on the brand's website yet, so I'm gonna hold off on those. But I wanted to mention this brush right here, because I'm kind of cheating on this because I just tested this out a few days ago in my testing new drugstore makeup video, but I think I found a really good dupe for the Fenty 125 face brush, you guys. I'm so excited. This is my favorite high-end brush for all of my cream products. I use it all the time, and I always get questions from you guys asking, please let me know of a dupe because I don't want to spend that much money on a brush. I think this brush is like $30 or $34. It's expensive. So I found a dupe that's not like super cheap. Like it's still a little pricey, I think, for drugstore, but it's not as bad as spending $30 for a brush. So this is the Real Techniques Medium Sculpting Brush. So it's not identical, but like it's pretty similar, especially for the price. But sometimes you can actually find these brushes in a pack or at TJ Maxx, Marshalls. You kind of have to look for it, but it is available at Walmart. I've seen it. It's a great brush. I don't know why I never used it before. I was browsing through my collection a few days ago, right before I was filming that drugstore video, and I was like, this brush looks so good, and I normally really love Real Techniques brushes, so I gave it a try, and it works so well with cream products. I used it today, and I think it's amazing. Honestly, it's not, like I said, identical to the Fenty one, but it's a really great dupe, and it's like one of the best dupes that I have personally found to the Fenty one. Another brush that I love, I think I talked about this in my last favorites video, but let's give it another honorable mention. This is the Real Techniques setting brush. This brush is perfect for setting right under your eyes if you ever want to just add a little bit of lightness to that area. You could also use this for highlighter as well, or just like anywhere on your face where you want to really get in there and be precise. The brush is incredible. So yeah, Real Techniques. I know I'm talking fast. Everybody always tells me you're talking way too fast. I'm sorry, I can't really help it. Talking fast and talking with my hands, it just runs in the family. Sorry. So let's talk about some skincare. First, I wanted to shout out my favorite vitamin C serum. So I don't know if you guys can tell, probably can't because the bottle is dark. This is the Mad Hippie Vitamin C serum. I'm running pretty low on this. I have like a little bit left, which it makes me so happy to go through products and actually like use them up. So this is my favorite vitamin C serum that I have tried. I feel like it really does a good job at brightening my skin and just making my complexion look really just bright and fresh. So I use this every single morning. So it says uplifting antioxidant blend that brightens, tightens, and smooths the skin. I agree. And I've been using this, I think for, I don't know, a couple months at this point, and still have some left, but I'm finally getting through it, and I love the result on my skin, and it is truly the best one that I've tried. A lot of vitamin C serums tend to either break me out, or they're too drying on the skin, or they just don't really do much, but this is one of the best ones that I've tried ever, and I'm excited to repurchase. I also have two Tula products that I wanted to shout out that I have been loving. So I actually talked about these on my vlog channel channel as well, and I got the opportunity to work with Tula on my vlog channel, which is amazing because I already love the brand and I was already using their products. But this video is not sponsored. I'm just genuinely loving the products and I wanted to share them with you. But this is the Tula Rose Glow and Get It Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. This saves me, you guys, especially because my sleep schedule is all over the place. There's some nights where I get my good 7-8 hours of sleep. There's other nights where I'm getting like 4, 5, 6 hours of sleep. It varies. So that's when this comes into play. So I love this product because it's so cooling under the eyes, but it also does a good job at really brightening. First of all, applying this under your eyes, it feels so good, especially when you wake up and you're puffy, you're tired, and your eyes are just dark under here. So this is a great product because it's just, again, it's one of those feel-good products. So I love applying this, especially whenever I don't get enough sleep. But to be honest, I've been applying it pretty much every single morning because I love the look that it gives. Even if I did get my full rest the night before, it just makes your under eyes look so healthy and rejuvenated. And it's also very cooling and hydrating. And then another product that I have been incorporating in my skincare routine, which, by the way, a lot of things haven't really changed in my skincare routine, to be honest. Like, this is a newer product that I've added into it, and then this one that I'm about to talk about. But for the most part, I've been using a lot of the same products. So if you guys are interested in my skincare routine, they're pretty much still the same from a few months ago when I did them. So check them out. I'll link them down below if you're interested. So the next product I have is the Beauty Sleep Overnight Repair Treatment from Tula. So I only use this like 2-3 times a week, or pretty much as needed throughout the week. So if my skin is ever just dull, or I feel like it needs a little extra something, especially after filming, I usually wear a lot of makeup throughout the week whenever I am filming. So I like to do this especially on those nights because sometimes my skin, it just needs a little extra love. To me, this smells like a smoothie yogurt, like yogurt smoothie. And that's exactly what it is when I apply it to the skin. It's like a smoothie for your face. It just rejuvenates your skin. And when I wake up the next day, my face is so soft. I feel like I could just wake up and just go in with makeup right away because that's how soft my skin feels. Like, it feels like I already just did my morning skincare when waking up after applying this the night before. The product just comes right out just like that. I don't want to waste it because it's expensive, but I love this product. It is so creamy and it truly is like a fruit smoothie yogurt for your skin. This has probiotics in it. It's really, really creamy and hydrating. I love applying it on my neck and on my face. It just makes my skin feel super luxurious the next day. And even when applying it, it has good stuff in it. And I feel like all the claims live up to the actual product and it works really well on the skin. So what I like to do with this product is, of course, remove my makeup, do cleanser in the shower. I get out of the shower, I usually apply my serums, toner, whatever I gotta do, and then I will go in with this product. Again, only 2-3 nights a week or as needed, and I love it. I think I only have 2 products left. Okay, so I wanted to mention the Tree Hut Coconut Lime Moisturizing Shave Oil. This is actually per Nicole Tanberg, I believe that's how you pronounce her last name. This is from her recommendations from her channel, which, by the way, since we're talking about favorites, she has definitely been a current favorite of mine. I love her recommendations, you guys. She is a smaller channel, but she deserves so much more hype. And I've been trying a lot of products based on her videos, and I'm like always super impressed. So this is one of the products that I love because of her. So yeah, go show her some love. But yeah, this moisturizing shave oil from Tree Hut is incredible, you guys. It smells like a vacation. So I don't use this every single day because I don't shave every single day, but whenever I do want just a little extra more luxurious shaving experience, I like to go in with this because it makes my legs feel so soft. It's more of kind of like a luxury pamper kind of product for me because I don't want to use it every single time I shave. But whenever I want some extra moisture, or I just want to feel a little extra bougie, I mean, this is not an expensive product, but you know, it makes you feel like something more expensive because it smells so good and it feels like you're on a vacation when you're using it. Whenever I'm not using this, I'm still using my Harry's shave gel, which I love, and that's something more that I use more frequently for like my underarms and everything. But whenever I want to just take it up an extra notch and feel a little extra in the shower, I love this product. I also love this product for my arms, my underarms, and it just leaves everything so soft, no razor burn, no bumps, and it's a great addition to your shower routine if you ever want to just spice things up. Also, I am going to be doing an updated pamper routine, so stay tuned for that. Last but not least, let's talk about these Mighty Patch pimple patches, you guys. So these are from the brand Hero Cosmetics. I have been raving about these for months at this point, but I wanted to mention them again because I am so impressed. So these past couple months for me have been rough on my skin. I have been getting the most random breakouts and the most random cold sores, which are so embarrassing, you guys. Honestly, I get those whenever I'm extremely stressed out, and they're always right on my face, right on my lips, and it's so embarrassing, especially because I have to film, of course, and they're very hard to cover up. But these guys work so well at just removing all the nastiness, and no matter what it is on your face, whether you have whiteheads or just like random pimples or cold sores, whatever you have, put a patch on it before bed, wake up the next day, and it's basically, I don't want to say gone, it depends on like the pimple size and what you're working with, but it takes out so many of the impurities in there. Like when you remove the patch, it's white, and all the white stuff is all the nastiness coming out of your face, and it's incredible. It's gross, but it's so satisfying. I was just shocked because normally, you know, larger pimples or cold sores, they take a long time to go away, but with these, I feel like it helps the process a lot quicker. It speeds it up. You can use these under a mask because they are invisible. I have tried putting makeup over top of these. I don't feel like they're 100% invisible in that sense. I guess it depends on the area on your face, but they're great under a mask or just for any little pimples and stuff. I even got Hector using these as well. He loves them. We have just a couple left because we go through them very quickly. They have a couple other ones. I do like the ones in the red packaging as well, but I feel like these, the ones in the blue packaging, are a little bit more intense. The only thing is with these, do not apply moisturizer and serums and then apply these because the pimple patch is just going to slide all around. So make sure that after you cleanse your skin, you put one on when your skin is kind of dry and like there's no serums or anything on your face, and then go in and you can apply your moisturizer and stuff around that area just to avoid it from coming off and sliding all over the place. Yeah, these are the real deal. I love them so much, and I've tried a couple other pimple patches from Amazon which I thought were really good and they did get the job done, but these are hands down the best ones that I've tried. I love them. So that officially wraps up everything for this current favorites video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your current favorites that you were loving, drugstore, high-end. Leave me all your favorites. I absolutely love your product recommendations, and a lot of the things that I love are because of you guys, so definitely leave me your faves down below. Check the description box. I will leave all the details there as well. Go show my friend Nicole some love. She definitely deserves it. I know you guys will love her channel. And check out these products if you're in the market for some new skincare and beauty. So many exciting videos coming, so definitely stay tuned. I have an entire list. I'm just waiting for a couple products to get here in the mail, but more content is coming. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!